Hey guys, as I said, if I get over 1,000 subscribers on Instagram, I will do a video of how I made my Division cosplay and the best parts that I did that I absolutely love about it. Now, this is my first time ever doing something like this, so if I start talking about weird stuff instead of this or that like this, I'm sorry. I'm not great with, talking in front of a camera and stuff like that. It's I used to in a good while if you look at some of my older videos, but this time I'm using a real camera for it, so it's something new to do. So I don't know, it might be a little laggy or stuff like that. I'm still trying to figure out the best things of how these YouTubers and live streamers can use a camera like this and not deal with lag or anything like that. So let's get started. So let's start with the props. The props are always the best part for cosplay. At least for me, with my Division cosplay, my props were always the most important for me than anything else, I'll be honest. So I guess we'll start with the watch first. I have to grab it. I can see myself right here, so I'm just trying to make sure. But first thing first, I bought my camera, not my camera, my watch and stuff like that from a place called The Party Works on Instagram. Amazing props for, especially for the Division. And for a good while, I used to go on eBay to get some of these, props, and they are really not that good. So always be worried, always worry about what props you want, because you always want the best type of props for it. So I think I found the best person for it. It's the Party Works, and he also, I bought his Isaac, I bought his watch. I believe that is all I've gotten, because some of it I can't really get to because they're too big to ship to the United States. So unfortunately, some of it I really can't get like other people can. But either way, it's amazing. So he also got me this for free. I think I did a post, a picture of this before, and I photoshopped it and stuff like that. He got me something like this to help carry my props. At least for me, I'm sure some of them do, because you always want to make sure you have good props. So as I said, let's start with the watch. I think that's always the best part in the Division, is the watch. So this is the prop that I have right now for Division cosplay. It can change. It might be hard to see, but it does have light. It could go red and stuff like that. This is probably one of the best prop watches I've ever been. Right now, I'm just carrying my actual watch, actual real watch. Oh yeah, there was. I also did get the Ascender that he made as well, which is also absolutely amazing. So unfortunately, all I have in this right now is just some batteries and my watch in here, and I'll get to that in a minute. But this is what it's supposed to look like in there. It's perfect. It is perfect for all your needs, to make sure your stuff is always in good condition. I'll put these batteries back in here. Like I said, I got this watch from a group on Instagram. Like I said, if you ever want to find it, it's the Party Works. And if you look at all their photos and stuff like that, you're gonna see a lot of the Division cosplay stuff that I have from it. So first thing first, I know you're wondering, where's the Isaac? Well, my Isaac is broken. So actually, and the Isaac was made from the Party Works. I'm actually been contacting them to talk about getting me a new Division watch, Isaac brick, because when I was at a convention and stuff like that, because it's so tight in the places like that, it was GalaxyCon here in Columbus. somebody walked into me and broke the extender, I mean the antenna from it. It used to be solid and stuff like that. But they walked and they never said excuse me and just like bumped me right here and pushed the antenna all the way over here, and I had to fix it for it, but it was so wobbly and stuff like that. Also there, I put some super glue in it to try to keep it going, but the super glue actually got into the oh god, the electrics stuff in it. So now I cannot turn on this Isaac, and I cannot even do anything with it. I tried to get into it to try to fix it, but I cannot. So I've been contacting them. I'm like, hey, I really, really, really want to get another Isaac because I absolutely love the props. And they said they'll let me know when they can. Hopefully this month, because next month I have a convention that I will be going to called GDEX. So, yes. I guess we can start now with the gear. You always want to find good gear to wear. So this is my backpack that I use for my Division cosplay. As you can see, I have a Isaac right here on it. This one is not light or anything like that. This is the first ever prop gear that I got for the start of my Division cosplay. It was awesome. I forgot his name, but he's no longer on Etsy or anywhere. I used to follow him on Instagram and everything. He just like disappeared. So we hope we're okay. I hope he's okay, because it's a few years of me waiting for it. But this is my backpack. If you are wondering what is actually inside my backpack here, this thing has fallen apart so much that it's not even survivable anymore. But this thing was a chem launcher, and it was so small. I mean, maybe I should have gotten it like older or bigger. But yeah, no, this thing just is falling apart. But under it used to have like LED lights and stuff that were in it. This used to be up here on the corner, but unfortunately I cannot. I did. I also have the usual New York Collapse. Absolutely amazing book. I have a little Tommy the bear right here. It's the small one. It's like the original bear that you got in real life, but I never pre-ordered it on Division 2. Has a little thingy for a dark zone. Always work around the things that you can work with. What do you watch? What do you watch? What do you watch? You're insane. Alright, check it out. I have a hunter axe hooked up right up here, cooked with these right here. All connected like that. Vest, we can always jump in with my vest. So this is my vest right here. I usually have a SHD patch right here, but I needed to use that for the DC trip that we had, so people could see that there was a true Division agent that was in Washington, DC. So I have a fake flashbang right here for one. It's not real. I was really happy to find these on Etsy. But yeah, this was a prop flashbang to hook onto my vest. And then I have a flare gun. Finally, it was so hard to find a fake flare gun. I'll put a little closer look at my stuff. Sorry, this is my first time with this type of things, but you know, this is always my favorite. So I have this is my armband. Now this originally came from the Division 1 collector box that you get with it. You get the watch, you get the real watch and all the stuff with it, which I do actually have. I may show that eventually. But this is the armband, and I was on Etsy at some point. I found somebody that did custom SHD patches, and I asked for IceWolf up here at the top and my real blood right there. So I'm gonna take a sip from my lovely G Fuel. I'm not sponsored, so I might get in trouble, but who knows? I would love to be sponsored by G Fuel. That'd be awesome. But I don't have that much followers that to be a sponsor for. So knee pads. So I got cheap knee pads, literally $8. So I think I'm gonna get some real knee pads at some point that are exactly like this. These you see all over Division, even the agents wearing them. I use these for Airsoft as well, and they are very uncomfortable for that, so I don't recommend using $8 knee pads for Airsoft or anything like that, but you know, anything can happen. But I think eventually I'm gonna get real knee pads, probably. I think at most probably about $40 for real knee pads that look exactly like this to make a real solid knee pad. My belt, I have some of this stuff here. I just found a random drop leg bag and stuff like that, and I found that and I was like, that's perfect. Thinking about getting a real holster for here because this thing was a very cheap one right here. And I wonder if you guys are wondering where this comes from in the Division. It's not exactly perfect, but my girlfriend actually did this for me, and I am so grateful for her. But if you know what this is, you can put that in the comments or anything, anywhere you want to, or just even say, watch this, like, I know what that is. But yes, so this is the 1911 that is in Division 2. It's a 1911 with some great, fantastic thing. It's like the Vaporwave one. I can't remember. It's like the Night City type of thing. As you can see, I'll just pop it up in a place right here. It's not as shiny as it is in the game, but it's perfect for me, at least. I'm gonna say that. So this is a half bag. It's not really a bag, but it's just something I connected to. Now this is another prop right here. This is the other one that I meant, the Ascender from the Party Works. Absolutely beautiful looking Ascender. Absolutely love it. I think I told them one time it would be awesome if there's like 2 lights right here and you can find a way to turn them on and it will light around the circles and stuff like that. That would be absolutely amazing for something like that. I also saw on Etsy there's somebody that made like a real magnet for an Ascender, like the way they pull it off, which is actually solid, really, really cool looking. But I think I'm just going to work with the Party Works' one because I support these guys, and honestly, they do amazing work with their Division cosplays and props. So highly, highly recommended. There is a Hive that is on Etsy that looks absolutely beautiful, and I mean that. It is absolutely beautiful. The only issue with it is so expensive. It's like almost $700 for it. But that could mean like it's great quality. It looks solid, and you look at the amount of reviews, it is solid. I want to get that so bad. I really, really want that, but I can't because I don't really have the money for that, because my oldest Hive broke by the same person that made the Seeker Mind. But I really, really, really want to get that Hive that's in Etsy. Oh my god, I would love to get that. Gloves. I got real 511 gloves. But these things are kind of trash. It was like $30 for this, and it's already a rip. I can't remember. There's like some type of rip in it. So I don't know the exact best places for gloves, I mean, I really like 511 stuff. I have a 511 boots. That's what I usually use in my cosplay. I have a 511 backpack. I support so much in 511. But this gloves, there's like shooter gloves or something. I can't remember what they were. I think right here is what I meant. It's not much of a thingy, but that's kind of the rip that I was talking about. Like sometimes I wish if it's $30 for these gloves, you know, I wish they would be more quality, but you know, I think these will win for a while. I was thinking about getting the usual mechanics ones that everybody uses, but I wanted to be a little different. But I think eventually I'm gonna need to just get that because I think that has the best quality for that. So I would highly always recommend gloves. You're gonna need gloves. It can be you could get these type of gloves if you want, you know. These ones, amazing. I use these for the summer because it helps calm my fingers out a little bit and not sweating in my fingers all the time. These were also cheap, but they aren't that bad for quality wise, but you know, if I kept using this for years, it could have already been ripped. So it was only like $20 for this pair of gloves. So highly recommend gloves. You can get any type of gloves like this. Highly recommend it. Boots. Everybody loves boots. So I have a 511 pair of boots that I always wear. I highly recommend using a pair of boots or any type of shoes that are very, very comfortable for you. I highly do not recommend always running around with these type of boots because you'll get blisters and stuff like that. This thing can be a nightmare driving this, or driving this. Oh, I'm about to drive these boots. These boots are about to take me to Cabela's or something, but this, yeah, I highly recommend boots. Boots or comfortable shoes or anything like that. Any of that can be in it. So you don't always focus yourself into one pair that you need for your Division cosplay. I highly recommend using any type of comfortable boots or shoes or anything like that. Sometimes I take my boots off and I use tennis shoes, like Nikes and stuff like that, to keep my feet comfortable, you know, because you don't want to keep walking around with this stuff, especially if you were an agent and stuff like that. I'm sure they would take off their boots sometimes and use some comfortable boots or shoes or something just to keep them moving. But that's all up to you guys. Just wear a pair of shoes. I think it would be really funny, but also weird to see a Division agent without shoes of any type. But if you guys want to, that's perfectly fine for you. I really don't mind what you want to do. Like, I can't do anything. My favorite, but I need to do some work on, and I think a lot of people love about that know me by this, but that is my mask. Absolutely love this mask. If you'll see it on Etsy, like hunter masks or something like that for Division cosplay and stuff like that. Highly recommended. I just got a random black one and then customized it the way that I like it, and that's how I get it. A lot of people always ask before, it's like, where did you get this mask from? And I was like, I created my own mask for it because it would be absolutely amazing if Massive turns into the thing where if you kill a hunter or something like that, you can customize it any other way you want to do it, but it has to be appropriate, you know. So it would be amazing if they do that in Division 3. That would be absolutely insanely great. But yes, this is my mask, and I have a lot of people asking, am I an agent or I'm a Division or I'm a hunter? Well, with the story with my agent, Agent IceWolf, it's always about power and the ways that you feel comfortable in your story. With my story, I am still a Division agent, but this agent mask, I killed a hunter somewhere in Columbus, and this was his mask, and I stole it and I wear it. So that's the way it happens. And sometimes I like putting the task that I killed a basic hunter, you know, black mask and everything, and I customized it my own way, and I think that's the best way that how I put my story in with this. But it also has one of these right here. Be warned though. Be warned with these, because I accidentally left this mask here in a hot car because it was summertime, and the mask tightened, and it's a little uncomfortable to wear it, but I still do it, and it broke because of the heat in this one thingy. Nearly everybody knows me from my mask at this point, because I think when I really started going up with the Division community is when I first made my first mask. People started loving my mask and asking where my mask is, and so it's not in game, sadly. So unless Massive wants to put mine in there, it is not in the game. It's just Agent IceWolf customized hunter mask. So yes, but my main character's gun that he always use, because everybody used to use it in Division 1, and it's the best thing, and I want to get a real one someday. And there's a new version of it that is actually now out that you can get a version of it now, and I'm definitely going to be getting that at some point. My character's gun and everything is, and in the comments is the LVOAC. I'm sorry. I can understand if people hate this thing. I can really understand. But I never got any hate with this gun. This thing is beautiful. I also use it for Airsoft in the right areas, because this thing is like 420 FPS. So sometimes I can't take these. And usually in indoor fields I can't. So this is my pride and glory. This is my baby, and I really wish I could always just do this, like use this in all conventions and stuff like that, but because of the United States, there's a lot of rules with guns now in conventions. The only one I remember I was ever able to bring this thing, and I was so happy it was a snowy day as well, is OhioCon. That was well, that's gone downhill, but we don't need to talk about that. But I was able to bring this and use it. I needed a lot of like stuff, but I've had a few guys that have said if it's fake or real and stuff like that. I said it's fake, and I'll show them this, and they're like, oh, okay. So I really want to find like a wooden version or some type of LVOAC that I can use as a toy instead of using my real Airsoft LVOAC, because I use this thing in real life in Airsoft and everything like that. This is my glory, and I just don't know why people would hate it. I mean, I can understand it's too long. The LVOAS is a big thing, but you know, that's my glory for it. But yeah, agents, I believe that's all that I was here to talk about how I made my Division cosplay. So basically, when I did my Division cosplay, I just did a lot of research with all the stuff you can do, and I got creative with it. So if you guys ever want to make your own Division agent cosplay, man, just get fun. Like, get in with fun, have fun, you know, do it great, you know. Take your own time to make sure this cosplay is what you want. For now, I have a new pair of pants that I'm gonna be using all the time for my Division cosplay now. These like gray and black pants for it. That's my new gear. I used to always just put different clothes on and stuff like that, but now I'm trying to think of more steady with one thing, like staying with this for a while. I'm sorry, that made no sense at all. Oh my goodness, I'm still tired. I'm drinking G Fuel, hoping that I can hit me back, but yeah, guys, I highly recommend just doing your own Division cosplay. You know, don't you can get inspiration by people, but make your own version of it, if that makes sense. The best part from Division is it's a custom character system, so which I'm hoping at some point that we can actually have a voice. I will say that it would be nice in Division 3 if we can actually have a voice, actually talking to people instead of acting like a silent robot. But you know, who knows, maybe Division agents are actually robots, but we never know. But yeah, guys, always do what you want to do what you need. You just, honestly, all the stuff you need is just an armband and knee pads. You have to get your watch, you have to get your Isaac brick, and then go wherever you want to go with it. You know, like put exactly what you want to put on or what you do not want to wear and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all of it, guys. So just be creative, like, for everything you can do. But as far I believe that is most of everything with my Division cosplay. I still have some more stuff I'm gonna get and what I'm gonna work on to, which I will be pointing out here soon for that. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. As I said, I promised you guys, you know, if I make to 1,000 subscribers on Instagram, I will do a video of how I made my cosplay and how it can help you guys to do your own Division cosplay. But yeah, as I said, guys, it's all for you, and you guys are huge inspirations for me to keep moving with my cosplay, and I cannot wait for what's coming up next. But I think eventually I'm gonna need to take a step back from the Division cosplay. And I know it sounds sad or anything like that. I'm not saying like I'm stopping. You know, I'm done with my Division cosplay. I'm never gonna wear it again. I'm gonna always keep this thing going. I just want to get creative with other ideas, if that makes sense. I want to jump in for more ideas with different cosplays to do, because more cosplay is more money, and it's a hard situation. But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say, and I hope this help you. I hope this help you guys make your own Division cosplay. And like I said, I'm sorry about my voice and stuff. Since I had the stroke about 2 years ago, it's been hard for me to talk, but I'm gonna keep pushing through to do it for you guys. But yeah, so thank you all so much for checking out this video, and I really appreciate you all so much. IceWolf out.
What a pleasure. I've heard so much about you.
That right?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna get back to it.